It's Talk to Kedi, sharing knowledge, liberating minds. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us on this special edition of your number one educative online podcast, Talk to Kedi. But before I proceed, I would like to specially appreciate everyone who took time to celebrate the second year anniversary of this educative online podcast with us some weeks ago. Thank you so much. Thank you for the outpouring of love. Thank you for your congratulatory messages. Thank you so much. I do not take them for granted. I say thank you to every one of you. Now, I would also like to congratulate the randomly selected winners of our anniversary quiz and of course our anniversary broadcast. There were many of you. If I had my way, I would have given every one of you gifts, but of course, we had to select randomly from the comment section. I would like to say thank you and congratulations to every of our selected winners. I'm sure those of you in Lagos, you have collected your gifts already. Yes, if you have collected your gifts, let me know in the comment section. But for those of you outside Lagos, don't worry, your gift has been sent to the closest Kedi Training Center, so you will be called for collection. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love. Thank you for believing in this vision. Keep watching Talk to Kedi. Keep loving Talk to Kedi. Trust me, we promise you more. As we move on, we promise you more, 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 more. See, this is the goal of Talk to Kedi. And our goal is that each edition leaves you better than you were before you tuned in. Each edition of Talk to Kedi must leave you better than you were before you tuned in. So don't worry, stay tuned fortnightly and you'll be glad that you did. My name is Sarah Ebona saying thank you so much for tuning in. Now, in this edition, let's go to the business of the day. In this edition, we'll be looking at network marketing tips for beginners. Network marketing tips for beginners. And by beginners, we are referring to, people who recently joined the business. Distributors who recently joined the business. So whether you joined yesterday or you joined last week, you joined last month, you joined in February, you joined in December, but you are a one-star consultant, you're a two-star consultant, you're a three-star consultant, but trust me, this edition is for you. Okay? We get many messages. I'm saying, I'm struggling to grow my business. I've done almost everything I was taught to do, yet I'm still on the same level and all that. So that was why we thought it wise to bring this topic to you. Okay? So what are the things you're supposed to do? What are those things that you're not doing yet that's limiting your growth? You will know today before the end of this broadcast. So sit back and relax. Okay, now conversely, if you're a five-star consultant, don't feel well, this broadcast is not for me. Let me just go about my business. No, I'm pretty sure that you have beginners in your team. Is that not true? You have beginners in your network. Okay, so the knowledge you will get today from this broadcast will help you to successfully groom the beginners in your team. Okay, so no knowledge is a waste. Don't forget, the day you stop learning, you actually stop growing. So sit back, relax, and let's do this together. Okay, now let's go. As we go in this broadcast, we get to know what are those things, what are those challenges facing beginners in this business, and what are those things, how can they balance out, how can they break through the hurdles and begin to grow in the business. Now, when it comes to our choice of guests on Talk to Kedi, you will agree with me that we go extra mile, like we go out of our way to make sure that we have a square peg in a square hole. Okay, so to do justice to this topic today is none other than one of our top directors, I beg your pardon, one of our top directors in the business. He is the chairman of World Changers International. He is a multi-level marketing professional. Pour out your mind. Our director is here. He will guide you accordingly. Now, you're not a beginner, but I'm sure you have beginners around you. You have beginners in your team. You have beginners in your network. And then you see the things they go through. Okay? Make it on the comment section. Let us talk. Talk to us. So, in your opinion, what are the challenges that beginners usually face in network marketing? Make it on the comment section and let us know. Do not forget that you can also be part of this conversation, you have questions for Mr. Eniola Ajala, or you have anything whatsoever that, or you have questions for the company, there's anything you need us to shed more light on, any of our promotions, any of our products, anything, make it in the comment section. Let's get talking. Now, let me hand over to Mr. Eniola Ajala. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Great. Now, my first question for you, sir, because let me ask some of my questions before I now start taking questions from our viewers. So, if you have questions for Mr. Eniola Ajala, you don't have time, we don't have time. Please start pouring them in. I'll take them, but let me take my own questions first. Now, the first question I have here now, sir, it's no longer news that you are now a three-star director of KEDI Healthcare. In fact, me personally, I celebrate you because you know easy. Now, but before you became a three-star director, I also understand that you built your business from the scratch. You started also as a beginner. So, what are those things that you faced? What are those things you faced? Those challenges you faced as a beginner in the process of growing your business? What are those things you faced? I mean, I'm sure there were some point you felt like giving up. I know they do again. Can I take do this business? So, what were those things you went through? How was it?
Thank you so much, the moderators. Thank you so much, the moderators. I really appreciate you. Some of the, thank God you used the word challenges. It's the challenges. It's not a problem. Because I realize that my own dictionary and my own knowledge and the experience is that any situation that doesn't have a solution, that is solving for problems.
True.
So challenges as a solution. So the first challenges that I face, I want to use myself as a case study. The challenges I face in the business as a beginner. The first one is the overcoming my natural limitation. Let me call it.
Overcoming natural limitation.
Yes, overcoming
Okay.
the natural limitation.
Okay. Oh.
Such as first thing is my background.
Okay.
I have a work background. That one is my first limitation. That one was my first challenges. Work background. When you look at your family, you cannot point to somebody who have something you can at least you can look up to. So for education too, education background too is one of the factors that really scared me that maybe this thing is not going to work for me. So those are the first things. But I made to overcome all these challenges. I told myself that it is better to be a rich fool than being a poor fool. So I talk of the challenges. Then another area I can call challenges is the area of receiving discouragement from the upline. Receiving discouragement from the upline or leader in the business. I could remember when I joined the business, I met a lot of people who are supposed to motivate you and they're the one discouraging you. So it's a challenges. So when I started the business, I met somebody who is already at the top level. This person has collected cash from KEDI, has achieved a lot of things from KEDI. So he also called me one day and he sat me down one morning. He said, "Oh boy, this business, if you continue the way you are doing like this, so you are still working for your upline." I said, it's a challenge. When I got home, I began to think about it. That's why as a beginner or a distributor, you need to know who talk to you. You need to be conscious of that because the word of their mouth is like an arrow. The way when you receive it, the more weaker you become. And also, the prayer from the family too. The family will gather and say, "This thing, waka waka, you do around, you have to stop it. You have to look for tangible things to do." So it's also a major challenge to me. There's also rejection from the strangers. People you share flyer with, want to talk to them about your business. I could remember one day I went to meet with one of the market women. The woman was counting the money. When I saw her, I was about to give her the flyer. She told me, she said, "Isn't you are giving me this flyer because of the money you said in my hand?" I was stuck. It was as if I did not know which leg so I first move or the first leg of the right or the second one. So these are the challenges. But I want to encourage the beginner or the distributors. Never allow all this to not allow all these challenges to bother them. Like I used to say, if it has not tasked you, it will not bless you.
If it has not tasked you, it will not bless you.
So, and also if it has not stretched you, it will not spread you. So that is what I can say for now about the area of challenges.
Wow! If it has not tasked you, it will not
bless you.
It will not bless you. If it has not stressed you,
stretch you.
Yes,
it will
not spread you. Okay, I hope you have taken that down. Now, sir, at those points when you felt like giving up, what made you continue? Why did you continue?
Thank you so much. This question is really it's an emotional question, but let me think about it. I can say is because of what I saw. What I saw in those days when I started as a beginner. And I can say what I saw became my why. It became my why. Because if you are a beginner, you don't have why you are in this business, you will fail. So what I saw with my inner eyes as a beginner, it became my why to move my business forward. Because if you have your why, if anything happens along the line, or the challenges of life come, or if everything around you, the circumstances ready to stop the business, it is your why that will motivate you to forge ahead. One of my mentors told us about what you see is what you pursue. And what you pursue will become your realities. So what I saw at the beginning of the business, it really encouraged me and it became my why. And what are those things? When I started a business, I used to move around. At least to look at the achievement of leaders. Leaders I met in the business, or the leaders I hear about them that they have succeeded. I traveled to different states to meet with them. And what I saw with them, those things became my why. And also, what I saw with my inner eyes, I used to tell people that there are we have two type of sights. We have mind sight and the high sight. High sight is how you judge, or judging according to what you see. But mind sight is how you interpret what you see. So what I saw success at the beginning of my business. Even when my upline was introducing the business to me, the day I took up the bag that I want to do this business, I have these feelings, these inner feelings that I will get to the top in the business. And coupled with everything I saw with the leaders in the business, and that's made me to become who I am today. So if a distributor is a beginner, if you don't have your why, presently go and create your own. So these are the things I can say about that.
Have a why. Why are you here? Why are you here? Some of you just joined because you don't have a why. Have a why, because that's the fuel that will keep you running even when the challenges come. Have a why. Okay, so now to my next question, sir. I have it on good authority that you are a very good team leader, and I know that very well. Now, so apart from the things you just shared your experiences with us, when as a beginner, the challenges you faced. Now let's go to your downlines or your success lines, like people call them. Now, what are those things that you see that they face? Okay, now away from yourself now, away from your personal experience now, looking at your downlines or people around, people in your team, what are those challenges that you see them face? Okay, that cumulatively we can say, okay, these are the challenges that beginners face in network marketing.
Let's say the challenges I will first say is the area of making success overnight. This overnight success, making it quickly, is one of the things I saw about them. A lot of distributors today, they don't want to go through the process. They want to make it overnight. And success is not overnight, it's over time. This is it's not a business you join today and become millionaire tomorrow. It takes time. So I think it's one of the things I saw about the distributor of this generation. They want to start today and they want to start counting the millions. Then also the area of attending the training is very, very important. Even some of the mention of staff the other time, whether you are staff 7, whether even a manager in the business. If you don't update yourself, be updated. You need to attend training. Many of them they feel as if they are getting to the top. They feel that they have arrived in the business and they don't need seminar, they don't need training again. That is the area where many of them fail in the business. So absence from the training and seminar will make a beginner to become a failure. Then another point in that regard is the area of I call it disease called excuses. Many are the manufactured excuses. They give excuses, and I used to tell people that Zara, you can't make two things at the same time. Zara, you make success or you make excuses. So and loser make excuses, but winner they make progress. These are the things I have to say about that one.
You see, I say this in almost all editions of Talk to Kedi. The moment you get to a point in your life where you feel that you no longer need to learn, watch out, you stop growing. Whether you're a beginner in the business or you are at any level, the moment you feel that you have acquired enough knowledge and you don't need to learn again, then you stop growing. No man is an island. Please keep learning. Keep learning. That's why we provide different trainings almost every month. We have foundation training this month, we have this one, last month we had this one. People still will not attend. If you feel you no longer need additional information, then trust me, your business will no longer grow beyond that knowledge you have. Attend training. And then please work on your mindset. I feel that one too is very, very important. This getting rich 5 minutes, I must get rich the next minute. It's affecting so many things not just in network marketing, in the society. We can see that people want to get rich in the next 5 minutes. People want to get rich the next day. It doesn't work like that. So even Rome was not built in a day. It was not built in a day. So please, patiently and consistently work out your business. Patiently and consistently. Be consistent. Whatever it is that is bringing results to the likes of Mr. Ajala, study those things. That's where learning comes in. Learn those things, study them, know them, and then consistently do them. Constantly do them. Don't do them one time or for 1 month and say, I don't do them now, nothing come out. Let me just forget it. Be consistent at it and trust me, the results will come. Now, sir, what are your words for your downlines? Like, what were those things you told those your downlines that you noticed were not growing? Okay, those your downlines who were facing challenges and were not growing, they were static at some point. What did you tell them that helped them really?
What I would say in that regard is for them to remember the challenges of life. They are not just let me call it an event. Anybody who is facing challenges today, you surely overcome it. It's just a matter of time. Challenges, they are just an event. As we are now, we are an event. In a couple of minutes, everybody will go. Sure. So they're just an event. So is to see challenges as something that will come and go. If they allow it to go, your attitude toward when the challenges come your way, your attitude toward it will determine whether it's going to go or not. Then another area is the area of taking risks. Dare some things. Because I learned that there is nothing anybody cannot do. You have the ability to do anything in life. You can do it. You have the power within you. You have the ability to do it. It is in you. So taking the risk is very, very important. One of the mentors said, if you are not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you can't be happy. And if you cannot be happy, what else is there? So risk is something that we need to take to get to the next level. Even if you look at the Bible, for that small boy called David to face the Goliath, he took risk.
Of course.
When you take a risk, it's like you decided to, that boy, I look at him, I say, that means he decided to sentence himself to death by facing the giant. Like one of the story of one man in the Bible too, his name is Jephthah. He said, when there was no one to help me, I took my life in my hands. He took the risk. Like another story of, there was this, I used to ask people, when you look at the life of tortoise, that's another point. I used to look at the life of tortoise. Naturally, you look at tortoise very well. The head used to be inside. And for the tortoise, for tortoise, it's tortoise to move forward in life. If there will be any movement in the life of tortoise, you have to stick out the neck. So for a beginner, for you to see any movement in your business, the secret is just to stick out your neck. You need to take action, go to different places to do your business. And I believe by doing this, you get to the top.
All right, then we get to the top. This is to Talk to Kedi. In case you're just tuning and you're wondering what is going on here, this is to Talk to Kedi, coming to you from the stable of Kedi Healthcare Industries Nigeria Limited, and we have been talking about network marketing tips for beginners. Network marketing tips for beginners, and we still have Mr. Eniola Ajala in the studio doing justice to that topic. So if you have any questions whatsoever for Mr. Ajala Ajala, you have any question for the company, make use of the comment section and please keep your questions coming in because I want to start taking your questions. So keep your questions coming in. We will get to that shortly. Okay. Now, don't just sit there and relax and then after Mr. Ajala Ajala leaves now, you not start sending questions to him. Say, sir, what should I do? Send your questions now. He is still here. Please, we still have him here for the next few minutes. Now, Mr. Ajala, in summation, like if you were to address the old Kedi distributors, let me put my question like this. If you were to address the old Kedi distributors, for example, let's say you were told that, Mr. Ajala, you have the floor now. Address the old Kedi distributors. What do you have to tell them? What are your words for distributors? First, for beginners generally, you have said a bit to beginners. Now, in summation, what are your words for beginners? Number one, who are static. I mean, some people are stagnant, I'm telling you, for 3 years. 3 years, some people are still on one particular level. So what are your words for them? What are those skills that you want them to imbibe? What are those things that they should do? Let's start with that. Let's split it into two. First for beginners, and then later we'll talk to all other distributors. What are those skills? What are those things they should do? Number one, I know is time management. Some distributors do not honestly know how to prioritize. Say this one is important, let me do it. This seminar is important, let me attend. This thing is important, let me do. I know that one for sure, time management. What are those other things that beginners should pay attention to? What are those skills that they should imbibe that will help them grow in the business?
Thank you, Dr. Why many are static in the business is because of they are not working on their mind. You can work on your mind, your business will grow. Some of them are full of negativities.
Oh, wow, yeah. Exactly.
They consume it every day.
I will not make it. I will not succeed. I cannot do it. I cannot get the car.
The mind is very, very important. The area the beginner needs to guide, very, very important, is the area of their mind. Guide it very well. Guide what you listen to, because what you listen to suppose something will enter your heart. What you say with your mouth, all those things, they have to what happened to our heart is very, very important. Then another point is the area of I would say that distributor nowadays, the beginner, the great and the best time to start their business is now.
Okay.
And be serious with their business. The best time to start their business is now. Why you mentioned of the starting the other time? Why many are still in the same spot? It's because they felt that maybe Mr. Ajala have gone, they have embraced a lot of people, there is nothing for them again. Many have that kind of negativity in mind. When you register like this, the sister head in the business, the sister managers, directors in the business, their mind was telling them, that they telling them that all the people that they need to register in the whole world,
Mr.
Ajala has carried them, has registered them.
Lie.
They have to change their mindset. They have to change their mindset. At least I have a downline who happen to be a director in the business today.
Oh,
I'm also a director in the business. The day I met this man, everything that one a man needs to achieve on earth, I've achieved them before I met him. Before I introduce the business to him, I feel it's fun. Today, I'm a director. He is also a director in the business. So, yeah, I want to encourage the distributor that they should not allow this to bother them. Yeah, it's not about when you start. It's about where you are going in the business. Then another area is this. If you ask me today, if you ask me to start the business, if you ask, I'm being asked to start the business all over again. I will start it. Yes, I will start it again. I used to use this word to encourage my people. People can steal my things, they can steal my money, they can steal my property, but what resides in me, the content in me, you cannot steal it. That is the area that we are talking about. If that's the any area you need to do, you build on your heart, your personal development. That is your assets. That many distributors don't work on themselves. They need to work on themselves first. Because if you don't have personal development, your business cannot develop. I think if they can work on this area, there will be a change in their business.
All right, sir. Thank you. Now to distributors in general, service center owners, other directors, managers. What are your words for them?
The first thing I have three advice, and it goes to different sections. The first advice: what are the roles of the company to the beginner, to the distributors? The roles of the upline to the downline, even the beginner too. What are the things that they need to do? The first thing to the company, they need to give them they need to give them the models, something in materials that can be useful for them at home and in their place of work, probably in their office. If this is something like audio, it can be audio, can be tapes, can be visual, something they can lay their hands on and be reading. That will feed their mind. That will feed their mind, and because what people listening to most of the times affect their life. Like for instance, when you wake up in the morning, when you wake up very early in the morning, what you listen to 20 minutes after you wake up from your bed is have the power to influence your days. So if company can produce something like a material that can help them, whether in their home and their place of work, I think it will help them. Then also the leaders to the distributors advice. I used to tell them that all the leaders in my team, I used to tell them that what got you here may not got you there, may not take you there. What got you here may not take you there. That is what do I mean? That kind of knowledge you have presently, all the knowledge, the momentum, the strength you have that take you to the present level in the business, it doesn't have the capacity to take you to where you are going in the business or in life. So they need to expand their knowledge. They need to expand their skill. Is very, very important. And nobody can grow beyond his knowledge capacities. That is my advice for the leaders, the distributors in the business. And before I leave that area, I want to add this quote to it. Because he said, one of my mentors, his name is Desmond, he said, unless you do beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Unless you do more than or beyond what you have already mastered, You don't grow. You need to update yourself all the time as a things that will contribute to your growth in the business. Then also the area of association. We have two type of association. We have two type of people. We have people who motivate you and people who demotivate you. So it's good to move with the people that motivate you. People who motivate you are the people who bring the best out of you. Then we have this set of people, the other people who demotivate you are negative people. You know them. You like to say by their fruits, you shall know them.
Exactly.
So what you listening to all the time also that will make you to manifest. Also, if you look at the rubber band, if you put the rubber band down now, it doesn't have any meaning. But when you stretch it, it performs its function. So whatever that you are as a distributor are facing the business today, in life today, is just a preparation for life. I look at my life at times, I realize that everything I pass through in life, the challenges of life and the rest, I used to tell you that it's God deliberately allow it. Because when I see people bringing different problems today, and I say, "Oh, I do this, do that," if I did not pass what I passed, how will I solve their problem?
Are you ready? Are you really ready? Because this promo is a limited time offer. And now here's the gist of the promo. When you buy, it comes with two offers. The first offer one. When you buy one bag of panty liner, you get one pack of Kedi Tingal capsule. The March, and it will run through till August 2022. Now this promo is specially for service center owners. So please, the promo is on. Please grab your copy. Grab your copy. The prices are awesome. You cannot afford to miss out on the prices. Now, another promo we have on is Kedi 2022 March to May seasonal promo. It is on. It started on 11th of March 2022 and it will run through till 31st of May 2022. Now, this particular promo is for new and existing distributors. So are you a beginner or you're an existing distributor? This promo covers you. So please just go to any of our social media platforms, get the promo flyer, and then know which of them you want to participate in, and then please start the work so that you can get the gifts. Okay, we have cash prizes for our distributors. This is our own way of rewarding our distributors. This is our way of motivating our distributors. Mr. Eniola talked about motivation that time, that the company should motivate distributors. So this is our own way, one of our ways of motivating our distributors. So please get on the promo. You cannot afford to miss out on this. Now, another promo we have on is Kedi Spin and Win Raffle Draw Game. Now, many of you have been saying, all I've been getting is thank you. I've been spinning every day. It has been thank you. Don't worry. The raffle draw game is valid till 30th of May 2020. So keep spinning now. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to spin. All you need to do is have Kedi Care app on your phone, register your account. Some of you've been sending us messages. I have been trying to register. See, download the app. Register your account in very simple steps. Just click on distributors registration, and then you provide the information and register. That's it. And after 24 hours, input your login details and the password, then you spin. You can only spin once. And some of you have been spinning 5 times, 20 times. As a distributor, you can only spin once. You can only spin once in 24 hours. Okay, so keep spinning and keep winning. Don't forget that we are sharing 1 million naira. You must get your share. Okay, now another promo we have almost 5 promos on. Another promo we have on is Kedi registration award promo. Kedi registration award promo. So the best time to register and become a Kedi distributor is now. The promo is on. It started last year and it will run through till 31st of December. That's the last day of this year. It will run through to 31st of December 2022. So please begin to call people. The best time to register and become a Kedi distributor is now. Register now. Why? Because as soon as you register, you get 1 Kedi Gum Care toothpaste, the big one, free. So please do not miss out on this awoof. Okay, so would you like to advertise your business, your service center, or your academy? Would you like to advertise your business in the next edition of Kedi Inspire magazine? Okay, for chicken in morning, yes, contact the editor today on 080-3340-6476. Or would you like us to publish your article? You're a distributor and you love writing, but you don't have the platform to publish your articles. No problem. Just send your articles to the editor of Kedi Inspire magazine. Okay, send the articles to info@kediels.com, or you call the editor, contact the editor on 080-3340-6476, and then the editor will tell you how to go about it. Please note that to publish your articles is free, because many of you have been asking, how much am I to pay to get my articles published? You are to pay nothing. You're not paying anything. Okay, it is free. Just contact the editor and you will be guided. Don't forget that all our social media platforms are active round the clock just for you. Okay, so on Facebook we have an account, Kedi Headquarters Lagos. On Facebook we have a page at Kedi Healthcare Industries. On Instagram, we are at Kedi Healthcare_official. On Twitter, we are at Kedi Health NG. On LinkedIn, we are at Kedi Healthcare. We have a YouTube channel at Kedi Healthcare. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and avail this particular this broadcast will be on our YouTube channel immediately after this broadcast. Okay, so subscribe to our YouTube channel, avail yourself of our videos, and use them for your prospecting. Remember that you must do something. You must do something because your business must work. Okay, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will help you know more about the company, it will help you know more about the business, and then of course you can use those videos to prospect. Okay, now let's go on. We also have a mobile application, that's Kedi Care app. Download yours today to secure your business. We have a website, www.kediels.com. All of these platforms are active just for you, to help you. So what anytime you need to talk to Kedi, all of these platforms are active to help you. Okay, our Dr. Cat tip for today is: network marketing is not for everybody. But if you are a person with huge dreams, you are a person who has a passion to succeed and would really love to support others and achieve their own dreams, then network marketing is for you. Before you begin to look at the profits, okay, make sure that you have a dream. Make sure, like Mr. Ajala said, make sure you have a why. Make sure you're not just here because of the money. If you don't have a why, even at some point when challenges come, you will get tired. Okay, have a why, have a goal, and then please ensure to be patient, because Rome was not built in a day. Now this is where we draw the curtain, but before we go, my final question for Mr. Ajala. Sir, you are a 3-star director of Kedi Healthcare, and I will not leave you until you tell us honestly, how did you do it? What were those things? Yes, I know you're going to laugh. What were those things that you did? Tell us. We want to know, like practically, what were those things that you felt helped you to attain that level?
During the course of my teaching,
Okay.
I made mention of going. I want to say this: let everybody, Kedi Healthcare, the distributors, the leaders, let them go back to the basics. Let them go back to the basics. The ideas of go to the bank, borrow money to do Kedi business, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. At the level I find myself, some of my dad used to tell me at times, "Okay, what are you still doing on the streets?" See, today I still distribute flyers to people, introducing my business to people. So, but many don't do this again. They want to do their own. They want to follow the source code. There's no source code to success. So let everybody go back to the basics, and that is the only way to make it in the business. Go on the streets, distribute your flyer to people, do one-on-one, do kit orientation for your downline and the rest. Train them. There are difference between training and seminar. Yes, there are difference between training and seminar. A seminar, I'll be in the today now. Tomorrow is their seminar now. You know, when you are in a seminar, just to showcase to your prospect that what you told them about KEDI is truth. So we showcase. Some of them move with the testimony, with the result of the leader. That's why they register. But what will retain the people you register in the business is training. It's very, very important. You must be able to differentiate between the two. So if you register anybody into the business and they don't have time for training, forget about it. They can't succeed in the business. They won't go find the business. Sure. And also, lastly, I want to encourage you. You are doing the right things. We are in the right company. They don't need to be moving from one, to be jumping from one network to the others. Those that have left, they will sorely regret. I'm telling you, because there is nothing out there. They are just using little things to confuse them. And when they got there, but to turn back will be difficult for them. So, but I used to tell people in my team, if you have left, I am ready, I'm there to still receive you back. I will see you as a prodigal son. So, distributors, please try to do the things today, others will not do, in order to have the things tomorrow, others will not have. Thank you.
That's powerful. Please go back to the basics, embrace learning, and be consistent at it. On behalf of my humble self and Mr. Eniola Ajala, I would say thank you so much for watching this edition of Talk to Kedi. If you learned anything at all today, please join us for the next edition. It promises to be great. Okay, I'm signing out. My name is Sarah Eguna and
Mr. Ajala Eniola.
We're saying thank you for watching. Bye.